Run it back, nation. What is good, man? What is good? It is your boy DJ Eastwood, running back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Algo gang, do your thing. Hit the like button on the video. If you're cruising through the summer and you're occupying your time and you're enjoying yourself and you're trying not to focus on this Philadelphia 76ers basketball team too much, and you're living your best life, hit the like button on this video. That would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel. Only 50% of people that are subscribed to these, only 50% of people that watch these videos are subscribed to the channel. That is fraudulent behavior. This is the no fraud zone. Turn your notification bell on. Maxi season t-shirts available. RunItBackPhillyShop.com. Let's get into the business.
Let's get into the business.
All right, so took a little break, couple days of not talking about James Harden all summer, because that's inevitably what we're doing. We're right back to where we were with the Ben Simmons situation. You know, last summer was fun because we didn't have a situation like this. We didn't have something blocking the roadway. You know what I mean? We were able to move forward. We were signing guys. We were looking at new players that we signed. We were talking about this, talking about that. We're back to the Ben Simmons situation, which is there's nothing to talk about until the James Harden situation gets resolved. Now, I want to let you know this ahead of time. This is not some kind of crazy update, okay? There is no update. Nothing has happened between the Clippers and the Sixers and James Harden wanting to get traded. James Harden may be returning. But I'm letting you know that some information that is out there, and the longer this lingers. You guys ever see the movie Pineapple Express when he's doing the drug deal and the one guy, he's like, oh, I hate that guy. He's a lingerer. He lingers. This is lingering. The longer it lingers, the more your boy DJ Eastwood starts to lean to a certain side. Now, there has been live streams that have happened between myself and my good friend RB Philly Take. And the last one that we did, his position was James Harden's going to return to Philly because Daryl Morey's flat out not going to trade him if he doesn't get what he wants. And James is going to have to tuck his tail and return. I was saying James Harden's not going to do that because James Harden is just as much of an ego as Daryl Morey. It's actually funny how much Ben Simmons and James Harden have in common outside of the basketball court. I said James Harden's not going to do that. He's not going to tuck his tail and return. He's going to fight this fight until he gets what he wants. The problem lies with the fact that James Harden is going like this in his career. He's requested 3 trades in 4 years. And you need trade value to be traded. You can't just act like an asshole and go where you want when you're 33, almost 34, and you look like you've looked in recent times, in recent big games. All right? So, if James Harden acts like an asshole and refuses to come to training camp or comes to training camp 30 pounds overweight or whatever, he's essentially putting the nail in the coffin of his own career. Because who the hell would want to trade for you when you've shown that as soon as you're not happy, you request a trade? And we don't even know if you're going to be in shape or not. We don't even know if you're going to be bought in. We don't even know if you're going to be dedicated to trying to win for our team. So with all of that together, there is no trade value. We said that months ago. And it's funny when I say stuff like that and all of the super fans get mad. If all of the James Harden super fans were right about his value, he would have been traded already. We're right. We were right from the jump. It's a writings on the wall. It's right in front of you. How would there be any trade value? Anyway, let's just read the latest segment, little snippet from Kai Carlin when he did a mailbag, because he said this. Even the Clippers, Harden's preferred destination, have been fairly unserious about what they're willing to give up in order to acquire him. The prevailing sentiment seems to be that Harden is still valued, but on the team's terms, which is a shift from the franchise-defining clout Harden had at his peak. Yes, remember the Brooklyn Nets gave up 7, count them, 7 first round draft picks, 5 picks and 3 swaps, 4 picks and 3 swaps, whatever it was, to acquire this guy. His value is no longer even in the same stratosphere as a deal like that. So the update on James Harden is that there's no update. But what we're saying is the Clippers haven't even budged, which is telling you that I'm leaning more towards, I'm looking at Daryl Morey and James Harden as the clash of the Titans right now, okay? 2 guys that have reputations to uphold that are not going to back down. Somebody's going to have to budge here. Somebody, right? Somebody's going to have to budge. Oh, let me fix my thing here. My thing's messed up. Somebody's going to have to budge. Somebody's going to have to give in. And I don't think it's going to be Daryl Morey. I think inevitably it's going to be James Harden, because what options does he have? He's going to have to tuck his tail and come back to the Philadelphia 76ers in shape and play hard if he wants to get traded eventually, and more importantly, if he wants to keep his value high enough for him to earn another contract. Now, Kai Carlin says right here, I think it's pretty simple. He has to trade James Harden. As it stands right now, the Sixers have limited options of free agency as a result of their cap situation, who is actually left to sign. Their immediate future hinges on what happens with Harden and who comes back for him, which is likely to be multiple players rather than one big name to replace him. That's the realistic situation, but Daryl Morey still claims he wants a star player in return. You're not getting a star player. He knows that. You're not getting a star player. That being said, there is a world where a trade with the Clippers takes on a combination of movable long-term money, more specifically Terrence Mann's contract. Again, the Clippers have been reluctant to trade even Terrence Mann in James Harden trade talks. Maybe the Clippers budge a little bit as we get closer to training camp. Maybe Daryl Morey budges a little bit. Maybe neither of them budge, and James Harden realizes, I got to tuck my tail between my legs and come back to training camp and play hard for this team and try to win, and maybe they'll trade me at the trade deadline. I don't know. This doesn't have to be true either scenario. The Sixers can find a way to split the difference, or they're methodical enough with this trade process. The Sixers don't need to ask Joel Embiid effectively to take a sabbatical in order to keep the books clean for next summer. I don't think. Now, here's what else is kind of interesting. Of course, we get another one of our favorite things, which is Cryptic, James Harden tweets, Instagram posts, what have you. We get another one of these fun ones from James Harden just at the perfect time, right around when this little segment, this little information thing drops. He puts this on his Twitter page, okay? Extras in my posture like I have something to prove. Uno! Ooh. So he posts a picture of himself like this. I don't know what he's trying to post here. Maybe he's trying to show that he still looks in decent shape. There have been videos of him working out, playing basketball, and things like that. There's the picture of the Michael Rubin party where he looks like Cadillac Escalade from the And One mixtape tour. Maybe it was just a bad angle. Maybe he really is a shapeshifter, and when he eats 5 cheeseburgers with Bun B, he's fat the next day, and then he can lose all the weight in 7 days. It seems like he can go from fat to skinny in 48 hours. It really is an anomaly. It really is perplexing. But he posts this: extras in my posture like I have something to prove. And I'm fearful, not fearful, I guess, because we're screwed either way. The Sixers are screwed either way. It doesn't matter. But I think this is a little bit of, the get uncomfortable thing. I've been comfortable so long, it's time to get uncomfortable. Extras in my posture like I got something to prove. The something to prove part to me probably means that James Harden is realizing, and he's not a stupid guy. He's a very smart guy. I think he's saying, okay, if I need to prove that I can still play, then I'm going to go prove that I can still play. So I'm just saying, in my opinion, I think James Harden is going to be the one to budge here. I think James Harden is going to be the one that accepts that there is no trade value, that the team that you want to get traded to does not want to give up anything for you because of what you looked like in Game 6 and Game 7. I don't know if you knew this in the beginning, but it was on live television. Everybody saw it happen. You can go on NBA League Pass right now, watch it happen again. Actually, just go right on YouTube. It's right there. So I think James Harden's saying, okay, the team I want to get traded to doesn't want to give up anything for me. Daryl Morey's not going to budge because he's not going to trade me for nothing. If I need to prove that I'm still worth a contract, I will do that. I think that's what James Harden is doing. I think he's going to be back in a Sixers uniform at the start of training camp, and he's not going to put on a fat suit. He's not going to come in 40 pounds overweight. He's not going to act like an asshole because, again, that would be a nail in the coffin of his own career. He's going to get his ass in shape in the next couple of months. He's going to come back into Sixers training camp in shape, healthy, and he's going to play hard, not because he cares about the Sixers or winning, but because he cares about getting a long-term contract, and he's going to prove that he can play at a high level until the trade deadline, where the Sixers will move him to the Clippers and get more value in return. That's where I stand with the situation at this current moment. You guys give me all your thoughts and opinions in the comments. It has been a wonderful summer talking about James Harden damn near every day. No, it hasn't. I hate every second of it. I've been working more and doing this less because I hate it. I think you know, I hate covering stuff in the summertime. That's what I hate. That's what I hate. All right, I do. We're just reporting on other people making speculations. And me making speculations myself. My ultimate plan is to be able to cover the Sixers for this season and then disappear for 3 months, not talk about them whatsoever, and come back when training camp starts. That's my dream scenario. If you're, you know, shout out to Dane Cook. I don't know if some of you understood that reference. Hey man, I'm going to work. Y'all have a good day. Peace.